Hey there, Chris Hill here. I want to talk for a few minutes about this COVID-19 coronavirus that's doing crazy things around the world. Now here in the U.S., killing a lot of people, and to talk a little bit about the implications of it, how it's going to affect the food service industry, but specifically how can we, as chefs, as food service operators, as servers, bartenders, whatever you might be, how can we help protect ourselves, our staffs, and then at the end of the day, our customers. So the first thing to know is, so this COVID-19, it's a virus. A lot of the work I do when I teach, serve safe classes and things like that is, talking about the bacteria and the viruses that are foodborne. Now, this is not foodborne illness like you would think of Salmonella or E. coli or even viruses like norovirus. Not to say it could not be transferred through your food, but typically it's going to be a community infected type of situation where you're in on the subway with someone else, and the air particles, there's a little bit of mucus, something like that ends up infecting you. Now, with that being said, the officials are saying the best thing to do is wash your hands, which absolutely is the case. Definitely want to wash your hands. We'll come back to this in a second. But at the end of the day, wash your hands is not going to necessarily get you off the hook. So one of the things we're really saying is stay out of crowds, especially high-risk populations. So the high-risk populations as it relates to food service industry are the elderly, preschool-age kids, and then those with compromised immune systems. Preschool-age children, they don't seem to be having a real effect from this virus, which is great. But compromised immune systems, absolutely. That's where you look at those that are already sick. And then if you look at those that are sick that are already elderly, 60, 70 above, that's going to be even greater risk. So if you're in either of those categories, go ahead and just kind of lay low until hopefully this all passes over. And some people out there are talking, oh, it'll be gone in a couple days, couple weeks. The officials out there are saying probably 3 to 6 more months of this. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. At the same time, it's not, if we do it right, going to be a worst case scenario, in part because I think they are trying to really get ahead. They're taking precautionary measures to make sure that it does not spread the way it possibly could in places like China or Italy, here, at least here in the U.S. So what can we do as it relates to making sure that our establishments are safe for us, for our staffs, and for our customers? The first thing is to, if anyone is sick with any sort of flu symptoms, upper respiratory symptoms, just have them sit out from work. And that's one of those situations that gets a little bit kind of murky for a lot of restaurants. Sometimes the chef or the manager, the owner will say, "Oh, just stay through the rush. You'll be the first one cut." I've heard that a million times. I've had it said to me a million times. And then sometimes you also have employees that are not feeling very well, but they have rent due in 3 days, and they have to make $300 in tips. So they're going to kind of give it a gamble. Unfortunately, that just puts themselves, everyone else around them, and the customers in a huge, very vulnerable situation. It also compromises the business if there's be some sort of outbreak related to someone coming into the business and somebody knowing. So definitely, if anyone's sick, make them just stay at home until they get better. This would be a good time to think about how we're going to protect our employees as it relates to benefits and time off and paid time off, things of that nature. The next thing to do, and like I said, just wash your hands is not going to be good enough. So using antibacterial gels up to at least, I think they're saying 60% alcohol. That's kind of the standard antibacterial alcohol gels you get at like the CVS or Walgreens, whatever it might be. I leave one of those in my car. I fill up gas, big squirt, spray it around my hands, spray it around my steering wheel. Definitely do the same. I would also maybe get a few of those stands and keep around your restaurant. Now, ideally, ServSafe is going to tell us to wash our hands and then use that stuff. But if for some reason someone can't wash their hands, or in the event that a waitress or bartender is busy on a Friday night, they're probably not going to wash their hands when they probably should, at least maybe they'll use that real quick instead. Now, you want to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. They say scrub for 10 to 15. And then also you're going to want to sterilize and spray down door handles, and think about menus. Definitely spray down menus that are touched by at least one person, probably a half dozen over the course of a night. Plus, think about computer screens that hostesses and waitresses and everyone in the restaurant are touching, spraying germs all around. Now, you're a lot more likely to spread this coronavirus if you're in an area where you have a lot of tourists, because people are coming from all over the place. At the same time, it can happen anywhere, as we see it's popping up in what seems like kind of remote states at kind of random times. So be careful, take care of yourself, take care of your staff, take care of your customers. We're here to make sure our staff is able to do that for our customers. I think that all comes back to company culture and leadership, and who you as a person in charge, how you take care of and really create an environment where people want to do the right thing, where people take care of themselves, to take care of the people around them, and take care of the customers. They're here to make them happy. So hope you stay healthy, and we will talk soon. But until then, keep washing your hands.